junior alcoholic. I got a sobriety date of November 13th, 2022. I have a sponsor. Let's see how it was like. So I grew up in Torrance, had a mom and dad, had a loving childhood, you know what I'm saying? My mom's side of the family gangbang, my dad's side of the family gangbang. So that was normal to me, you know? A lot of things that I thought were normal weren't normal. My mom was a housewife, you know what I'm saying? She was there taking care of us. I'm the oldest out of, there are three other siblings, so it's four of us. My dad was an alcoholic. My grandpa was an alcoholic. All my family, they drank, you know, smoked, did drugs. So that was normal to me. We would go on the weekends, party at my mom's side of the family's house in Hawthorne. They would drink. Same thing at our house with my dad, uncles, his friends, his homies. My first drink was, I remember 11 years old. I smoked weed for the first time, 11 years old. That was normal to me, you know what I'm saying? That was normal. My dad smoked, I learned my dad smoked rock when I was like 12 years old. He was a rock monster, so that took me on a path with him. I was like his right-hand man, running the streets with him. I would go with him because to take care of him, to bring him back home. My mom would send me at night looking for him through the neighborhood. 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old. I used to go with him to go steal at the store, bring back food for my little brother and my sister so they could eat, you know what I mean? Because my dad would pocket the money and we would go steal food for the house. So at a young age, I learned how to get what you need for the people that you love. That's what I would show. So my upbringing was a lot like that. I thought it was normal though. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought that shit was normal. So like at 13 years old, 14 years old, my dad's homie showed me, because he used to send me to go buy rock for him because he was too paranoid in the pad to leave the house. So I would go get it, you know what I'm saying? So I bought my first 50 double up off of them, and they showed me how to chip it up and give it to him. That money I would get, I'd give it back to my mom's. You know, growing up like that, it was hectic, and I was always like scared because a lot of shit happened, and is like me knowing now is like I was like always like fight or flight, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking intense. Everything's always intense. Yeah, well, so that's growing up like that. I started doing meth when I was like 15. Scante, smoking it, snorting it, drinking to come back down, smoking weed to mellow it out. Started selling it a lot. Always had it, so it was like freeway until I started doing my own shit and it went all bad. You already know how that goes. So yeah, that was like that for a cool minute. Like always getting high off of something. If it wasn't pills, acid, liquid Jesus. So yeah, that was like my early teens, and then I went to jail for a little bit. I did that for a little bit, came back out. Then my dad passed away. Well, he didn't pass away. They killed him in front of my two brothers. They killed him. So that put me on another trip. I went crazy, dude. You know what I'm saying? Started doing more meth. Thought I was Rambo. You know what I mean? Fucked around and found out and caught a prison term. You know what I'm saying? That was fun. You know what I mean? I succeeded in there. I did pretty good, you know. So yeah, that was that. Came out, started a family. So I got my 17-year-old back there. That was a blessing in disguise, you know. I started working. I started selling drugs because that's what I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? To make ends meet. Had a roof over our head, but there again, drinking and doing drugs and all that in the mix. Thinking I was a good dad. Well, I was there, but not there, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I was there, but not there. Got him into jiu-jitsu, football. I was coaching. and then but I always have my flask drinking. You know what I'm saying? Saturday morning, Sunday morning is games. Do a little bump to get me through. I always had some type of substance in my system to help me get through. Um, it was like that for a cool minute. I was all right. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I was all right. But if my life was like a fucking graph, that shit was like slowly declining. You know what I mean? Um, until fucking I didn't want to live no more, bro. Um, Drinking every day, lost jobs, had good job opportunities, good jobs. Um, I worked at the stadium for a cool minute. I was a sheet metal worker, tin knocker, 105 local union. Um, I had everybody spun out that job, even my foremen, dude. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bad. The Sparkies, the drywallers. I had everybody. I was the one of five first people to get kicked out of the stadium for drinking in the parking lot on a Friday. Um, from there, COVID hit. Continued drinking. Till I didn't want to live no more, bro. I didn't even care about my fucking kids, man. I didn't give a shit about them. And looking back at it now, it's like I was rich my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my kids, family members that love me, still love me to today. I remember falling down to my knees in the bathroom and crying. And it's like I only prayed when something bad happened or I was gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I ever prayed, And I remember on my knees in the bathroom crying, asking God, fucking help me, man. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing while I'm drinking a beer in the bathroom. You know, the gift of desperation. I never knew these places existed, like Fred Brown, AA, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it took me there. One time, so yeah, gift of desperation, dude. I put a gun in my mouth, and a revolver, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking end my life. I'd be better off. That's where the insanity of all this shit took me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to live no more. I don't want to live no more. So yeah, my first treatment center was Tarzana. I went to detox Tarzana, came out, and not 2-3 days, same shit, like fast, Went back to Tarzana again. When I left from Tarzana the second time, I went to a residential in Long Beach called American Indian Changing Spirits. You know what I'm saying? And that was like the first time that I got introduced to AA, a higher power, like kind of like the concept, like the how do you say the rundown of it? You know what I mean? Like it sparked a fire under my ass and intrigued me. It intrigued me. So I did like 58 days there. I got out, and I got out right before 4th of July. I turned 41 in that place. I turned 41 sober, clean in there. Got out for 4th of July. In 7 days, bro, I was fucking lost again. Went back into treatment. You know what I'm saying? And this time it's like, okay, I lost my family. I lost our place of living. All bad. And I went in there for my kids. So I put like about almost 6 months under my belt. So 6 months under my belt. So okay, I went back to Tarzana. Did I think like 4 months there, 4 to 3 months, I think 3 months, and then I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get out, bro. Like, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, I don't like. This is the first time ever. Like, I don't know what to do." And I was like, "Fuck, I'll go to RBH." So I started talking to my counselor, and Fred Brown accepted me, and I came over here. And I was doing pretty good. I was doing good. I was going to the Lano Club. That was my safe haven. I felt safe there. You know what I'm saying? Doing the classes. I learned that I have a lot to say when I thought I didn't have nothing to say. The letters to family members. That whole thing opened up a fucking it opened up emotions, bro, that I always suppressed. my whole life. That person that I thought Junior was a hard ass or fly off the handle person, that he's crazy. That's all just fucking. That's just to survive. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I am. So it's like I'm getting these emotions, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, what kind of shit is this, man? And like, I care about people. Like, I love. You know what I mean? Like, it's a trip. If you know what I'm talking about, if you put all into that to that shit, you know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, I was going to the Lano Club. I was almost at 6 months, and I didn't have a sponsor. I was just showing up, listening to people. You know what I'm saying? And I was on a weekend pass, and me want what I want. You know, my will. You know, I want my family back. I want my kids back. I want my baby mama back. I need this. I want that. I don't have this. I'm in a fucking rehab. I'm getting GR, bro. Like, I was feeling sorry for myself. That pity party. You know what I'm saying? So I was fucking turning in it, bro. I was laying in the floor, just rolling in it, and I thought about, you know what? I'm gonna get me a beer. You know, fuck everything. You know, fuck it, the fuck it's. And yeah, I went to my liquor store, drank a beer, went back, got a 3-pack, drank some more, and when I came back, you already know we have to piss test. You know what I'm saying? When you come back from your pass. And I told the house manager, you know what, like, I'm gonna go to sleep, bro. Like, nah, I can't pee right now, you know? Then I felt guilty, like, fuck, what did I do? You know? I felt like shit, like, fuck, man. The following day, he's like, you gotta go to the 505 building, talk to Adrian. So, me thinking it was a good idea when I left to go see him, Adrian, I stopped at the liquor store again. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck everybody. I'm fucking done, bro. You know, piece of shit. Everything's going through my head. So I get another drink, man, and I go get to the 505 building like about an hour later, and I sit down in his office, and he tells me, you know, he's like, Junior, you're already old. I was like, there's nothing to tell you. Like what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Like what's going on, bro? You know, like talk to me. And then I had that face like, fuck you, fuck everybody. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. And then he's like, I'm gonna just ask you one question, carnal. He's like, you want another man to raise your kids? I was like, eee. He got me right there. It's like he fucking stabbed me in my heart, you know, and I fucking start crying like a baby. You know what I mean? Grown ass man, 40 something years old, fucking crying, you know? And he's like, I'm gonna give you another shot, man. He's like, I'm gonna give you another shot. I'll move your houses, and we'll see how you go. It's up to you, because you have to want it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it for nobody else. And fuck, I love that fool for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told me some real shit and actually meant it, you know? So yeah, they moved me houses. That's where I met Abel. Abel, you know what I'm saying? Ship up or ship out, you know? That's right. So it's like, you know, I've been to prison before. I know how to, you know, run the program or whatever, but it was just different. It's like, that's, you know, just be on point, clean your bed, brush your teeth, wash your clothes, just keep your stuff good, go to class, you know, go to your meetings. Structure, bro. It's structure. Structure, you know what I mean? And I need that in my life. I need structure, and he helped me get that back, you know? Another thing, let me just backtrack real quick. When I got here, Nancy, dude, I didn't want to live no more, bro. I was tired of everything, but just her hug and just that genuine love, bro, like, that's one reason why I stayed here. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be like security. You know what I mean? Like, that was security for me. She gave me that hug, and it was like, I love you for that, Nancy. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, you guys relate, bro. You know what I mean? Like, life's a trip, man. So what it's like now? How do I say this? Okay. So I got a sponsor. I started working the steps. I got a commitment. Shit that I don't like doing. I don't like calling another man. Be like, hey, check in every day. Like, what the fuck? Like, but it's just stuff that's different. And bro, I got 22 months right now. You know what I'm saying? I got 22 months. I got 22 months, but all in all, I have just today. It depends on what you do today. You know what I'm saying? And all the shit that's going to classes, um, doing AA. I even do I do NA on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? I go Saturday or Sunday to Point Furman. You know, and it's just listening to another alcoholic or addict, bro, whatever it is, and relating to them. Um, Listening to their suggestions. Um, I'm not the only person that feels like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not alone, bro. We're not alone. You know what I'm saying? You ask for help, bro, and it's crazy. The least person you think will fucking put their hand out for you. You know, and that's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Um, so going back to my sponsor. Okay, so I got stuck on step 4 for like 4 to 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Like I was dreading that shit. You know what I mean? And it's like I kept on going to my meetings, kept on checking in with them, and then I finally did it. You know, I did the 4th step, and some people say it's not a lot. Some people say it is. For me, it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of that shit down, and it's like I have to tell another person. You know what I mean? Like I'm learning myself when I do something. It's like I either put my all in it or I don't. You know, and it's like how am I gonna put some shit down that might incriminate me to another fool? You know what I'm saying? Or anybody? It's scary, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? So I did a separate page of that, and I had it in my back pocket. You know what I mean? You know, so I was like, we went through it, and then I was like, hey, well, I have some worse shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm comfortable with my sponsor, bro. You know, so I let it out, man, and there I go, fucking crying again. You know what I'm saying? Letting out emotion, like, man, bro, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bottle up all my emotions and push them to the side, put them to the side. But this program is softening me up in a good way, man, a loving way. Um, and it's just not. How do I say this? Not when you're in front of other people is like what I do on the side, like taking this program into my job, my house with my kids. Trying to be truthful to myself, to be truthful to others. If I can't be truthful right here with myself, everything else is out the window. And I'm learning that right now at 22 months. It's like I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing the program, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be active in it. It's like, how do I say this? My boss, you know what I mean? The way he talks to me sometimes is like, does he know who's fucking talking to? I'll rip his fucking head off, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, okay, that's how I feel right now. Pause. I know how to pause and take a deep breath and walk outside, or call my sponsor, or call another alcoholic. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, bro, this fool is tripping, dog. Like, you know what I mean? And getting it off of my chest instead of keeping it in and letting it bottle up where I hurt him. And then where's that gonna end? I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna feel like shit, you know. And it's 43 years old, and I'm learning how to deal with my emotions, man. You know, and it's a trip. It's a trip, but it's a beautiful trip. You know, yeah, I know I'm everywhere, but you know, this is my life. I got so yeah, so I'm working the steps. I go to meetings. I have a home group every Wednesday at the Battleship, Iowa. I got a commitment there. I'm the phoneless dude. Okay, so I got that commitment last year. So I had it for like a good 8, 9 months. When I got it, it's like, man, I gotta show up. You know what I mean? Like they're counting on me for the phone. It's like I said I'm gonna do it. Now I gotta go. So in the beginning, I was like, fuck, man, like I don't wanna go, bro. Like, man. But then it's like, man, boom, phoneless, boom, you know, run with it. So I lost that commitment, and that commitment for those 8 months helped me stay sober and clean for that amount of time. Because every time I went, I related with somebody, and they'll speak, guest speaker, another person, you know what I mean? Like, damn, he's feeling like that too? Or he messed up in this, like, okay, I feel like that, I know what to do or what not to do, if that makes sense. Like each meeting is like a cheat sheet, you know? You take what you need from it, and then whatever not, just push it to the side. So this is my journey, dude. So I'm doing Wednesday meetings. I started doing a Monday night meeting at Hermosa Men Stag. I started doing a 12 and 12 on Thursdays. See, and I start going hard in the paint with it, and then I start putting my kids first. I start putting my job first. You know what I mean? But I'm staying connected. That's one thing that I heard from a lot of people that go out at a certain amount of time. They stop being connected with people. They start thinking, "Oh, I got this," and they start pulling back. You know. So to me, it's like I don't know. I need to go to a Sunday meeting. I don't want to go, but I show up. You know. When was it? I want to say 3 weeks ago. One of the guys from NA took his chip, whatever you want to call it, for 3 years, and he spoke, and I related with that cat like 99.9% of his journey, what he's going through, how he felt, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is trippy, man. Like, you know what I mean? The background we grow up from, the background where you grow up from, and how you think you're supposed to be or feel. That bitch word, you know, I feel like a bitch, you know what I mean? They burned me for this. She did this to me. I need to get her back. I need to do this. You know what I mean? For what reason? For me to feel better? Am I really going to feel better? Or is it just an ego thing? You know what I'm saying? Ego is not your amigo, and I heard it in the rooms. Yep. You know what I mean? And a lot of shit like that, like I hear, and it's like, I'm using it now, or I'm applying it to my life, and I'm like, this is fucking corny, bro. But you know what? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like, fuck, man. You know, it's like fucking Junior, bro. Like, what kind of shit is that? You know, but hey, that's my life. You know, the life of recovery, bro. Yeah, just stick around, get a sponsor, bro. You know what I'm saying? You guys are in the house right now. Just put your all into it, man. You know, whatever you want to get out of it, whatever you put into it, how I say it, whatever you put into it, you're gonna get out of it. You know, whatever you put into it, you're gonna get out of it, and that goes with anything. So, I was able to get my job back that I had lost in 2001. They got me back, and like I say, I hear people say, I don't say this to brag, but these are the gifts you get back in sobriety or being clean, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got my job back. Um, they trust me with keys to open up, bro, to be accountable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, Junior, here goes the keys, here goes the code to this facility and that facility. Now I'm a lead at my facility. You know what I'm saying? I'm emailing people, bro. Emailing people, emailing companies. Hey, you know what I mean? Whatever. And it's like, it took me a little bit. I'm still learning, you know what I mean? But like, to be responsible, to be accountable, to be on time, to open up, and for other people to fucking, how do I say this? They depend on me. There you go. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they know Junior's gonna be there at 7 o'clock in the morning. They know Junior's gonna be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. If he's not, something's wrong. You know, and that's a good feeling. You know. My boss, the owner, he co-signed for me to get my car, the car that I have out there. You know what I'm saying? He co-signed, and when he did it, I was like, "That's a lot, bro. That's his credit." You know what I'm saying? He says, "I need you to be here at work, Junior. So you know, go look and find yourself something, and you know, I'll see what I could do. I'll help you out." You know, that's a God shot, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, it's what they say. Don't let the gifts of recovery get in your recovery. Like, I was just talking to Isaiah outside. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I got this going. I got my job. I got my kids. And then I start going away from the program where I feel like I am. You know what I mean? Because I'm giving all my attention to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Or working 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm doing that, you know? Don't let the gifts of sobriety get in the way of your sobriety. That's what's going through my life right now. You know what I'm saying? I still show up to the meetings. I need to call my sponsor more. You know what I mean? I need to finish my steps. I'm on step 6 right now. I was talking to Nancy outside, you know. Am I doing it slow? What happens if I do it too fast? I have to bang my head against the wall 3 times for me to understand. It's my journey that I'm going through, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that I have a bunch of tools. I have people that I could count on and call, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's more than enough, man. Yeah. What else should I say? Let's see. Oh, this is the first time I'm ever doing a 30 minutes a pitch, or you know what I'm saying? I'm used to doing like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, bro. Oh, I do other panels as well. I spoken at Redgate. I spoken back at
HLI.
Yeah, Redgate, Redgate. I went to American Indian Changing Spirits for the alumni there. I don't want to go on a Wednesday, bro, when I just got out of work, 12 hours and tired. But you know what? That's what you do. You show up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to brag, but it trips me out. Is like I've had random people from like a cousin's friend or a family member reach out to me and be like, "Hey, Junior, I want to get clean," or I want to stop drinking, dog. Like, what do I do? And it's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Why you calling me? But they see shit that I haven't. I don't like. They see in me how I'm living and what I'm doing, and it's like I still don't see it, but other people do, and it's a trip for people to reach out and ask me. It's like, bro, I used to sell you shit, dog. Why are you asking me for? You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, and it feels uncomfortable and scary at the same time, dog. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction. I don't even know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I take a lot of suggestions and I run with them. You know, a higher power. You know what I'm saying? Is like I drop to my knees, I pray, then I stop praying. Um, I'm having I don't want to say a hard time with that, but it's like I'm hard headed, bro. It's like I have to learn the hard way. I don't know why. When I do go to church or I do pray or I do feel good. And then, like I said, I started grabbing the wheel and wanting to drive again. And that's dangerous. Um, yeah, bro. So with all that being said, man, grab a sponsor, put your all into it. You're gonna get what you might not get it fast. It might take some time, bro. That's another thing with me. It's like I want now. You know what I'm saying? Like impatient, bro. Like what am I so much in a rush for, man? You know what I'm saying? Like just relax, pump your brakes, enjoy the ride. But we're impatient people. Well, I'm impatient. I want things now, and I wanted it yesterday. You know, get a sponsor. Call your sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Work the steps. What do you got to lose? Your life? You know what I mean? If nobody said they love you today, I got some type of love for you. You know what I mean? I'm learning. But yeah, I love you guys, man. I love you guys. I love you, Mama. Thank you. I love you too back there. Thank you guys. And when you guys see Abel, tell him I said hi. Thank you guys. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys.